Hi, I'm Mackenzie. This is my husband,
Jacob.
And we are going to be doing IVF for the first time. I am on day 3 of my stimulation medication, and I am taking 225 units of the Donald F pre-filled pen, and I'm taking 75 units of my Luvaris.
It's not going to focus in, but...
Yeah, it's not going to focus in, but that's okay. It's powder in here.
And then in here we have some distilled water we got to mix it with. We have to pre-mix it ourselves.
Yeah, we have to mix it ourselves, make sure it's all dissolved, and then we can inject it.
So I'm going to start by sanitizing my hands because that's a very important thing to do when handling medication.
He has been doing all of my shots, and I'm not good with shots. Regardless of how many tattoos I have, I don't care what anybody says.
It's interesting because she's covered in tattoos and somehow hates needles.
Yeah. Literally covered, and everyone tells me, oh, it's okay, you have tattoos, you're fine. No, it's not the same.
Totally different. I have tattoos. I don't like giving blood. Like, it's different. It's different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Luvaris. I'm going to mix it while she kind of talks to you a little bit.
First of all, I am going to sanitize the spot that we're going to do.
Quick shout out for the pajamas here. We got some matching pajamas. These are amazing. Mine says, "'Tis the season to be jelly." Hers says,
"Don't stop believing."
Don't stop believing. We got matching pants on. I believe it was your aunt.
Here, stand up for a second.
Yeah,
let's show them.
We'll check this out. Yeah. So, rocking this. My hands are sanitized, so I'm not touching nothing.
We're matching.
Can you pull the chair in behind me, please? I don't want to re-sanitize. It's so annoying. There's so many little cuts.
Now I'm going to use my alcohol wipe, and I'm going to clean the spot that we're going to do.
I'm going to take this little needle contraption. This is just a syringe, really. But this is out of the package.
So what we're going to do, we're going to do both on one side today. Yeah, we've been doing one on each side every night, but we're going to be doing this instead.
She's kind of in charge of where she wants it to go. There's really no specific instructions. It just says anywhere on the belly, really. But we're kind of like change the spot, you know, like they've recommended just move it around.
Yeah, we have to rotate it. So, and there's little caps on here that I take off.
So she's going to take the little caps off and then take an alcohol wipe to the top just to make sure it's sterile.
And just sanitize them since we took them out early.
I'm all sanitized and sterile. So what I've done is I have the syringe with this neat little adapter piece on it. And she's going to just sterilize these. So a neat little trick that we've been taught, because like you always seem to have suction when it comes to syringes, like they don't want to pull the air or whatever. So we're going to take a unit of this distilled water. So I'm going to pull a unit out right now on my syringe. And then I'm going to put it on the water and push that in, because a lot of times you'll get like the syringe will kind of go back in on you and it won't be any fun. It's hard to kind of get exactly.
Yeah, you don't get any of the liquid. It just retracts back into the syringe.
So this neat little trick we learned on YouTube, now I've got the whole thing. So I'm going to pop this off. I'm good to go, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can pop it off and put it into the...
Put it onto the medication. And then I'm going to push all that into the meds. We're going to mix that around real good. Mix that around real good. See, it wants to go up. There's air pressure. It's a pain in the ass. So now that it's all kind of mixed around, it doesn't take much to mix this together.
No, it's pretty easy to mix this together. It just kind of looks like a cloudy liquid. So
I'm going to pull this back. Well, I'm going to push this in because now I got some air pressure. And I'm just going to pull the whole thing out. There will be a bit of air. I'll get rid of it. It's not a big deal. So this is nice and empty. We are in agreement.
And then we have...
So this pops off.
Our actual needle. It's not very big. It's... I don't know if it'll focus enough to show you.
It's just a needle.
Not very big at all.
I'll give you a better example here once I pull the thing off. She's got a sterile part of her belly, or have you?
Yep.
Okay, so she's got a spot ready. So I pull the little protective cover off. I don't know where the camera is here. That's about how big the needle is. Not very big at all.
Yeah, it's not big at all.
So I'm just going to put it in right there. Everyone keeps giving me...
Air.
Oh, I gotta get the air out. She's absolutely right. That's very important. But everybody keeps giving me shit because it looks like I'm shooting darts here. nobody wants to just hold it here for 4 seconds, so you just put it in like it's dirt. And then you shove the medication in. Good to go. Pull it all out.
Honestly, it's not that bad.
I guess the first one doesn't feel as bad as the second one. The Gonal F we actually refrigerate.
It does leak though.
So we immediately try to put, if we can, again, sterile hands for all you phobes. Where did I make the hole? I know there's like 6 holes. So when you try to immediately put a Band-Aid, again, this is day 3, there's a couple holes there. So.
Yeah, we've already done it a couple times, so.
And we don't keep the Band-Aid on for long. It doesn't need to be on for long. It's not a big
just so
one.
that the liquid doesn't come out, because I find that a lot of my liquid, when he does the Luveris, leaks after I do the injection. I'm not sure if anybody has tips on that, but ours, it leaks quite a bit.
And then we take the needle and we put it in this custom little made, it's actually an old Tide Pod container.
They did not have any disposable things for needles at the clinic when we went to get our medication, so we made our own.
And you can blame it on being left-handed, but that's my hazardous waste sign.
They gave us this. I'm not sure what this is supposed to do. Like, I'm pretty sure needles can get through this, but... So we just decided to use something else.
So we're done with the Luveris.
We can put all this in our
That's
disposal.
going to go to the side. And we're on to this Gonal F pen. I'm going to re-sterilize my hands because there's some germaphobes out there. And, you know, it is just, you know, I'm dealing with needles. So I guess it's better to sterilize my hands. I sound like such a doctor. Nurse Jake. Nurse Service.
Nurse Jacob.
Stop calling me that.
And you know what? He's never been trained in doing anything like this. He's not in healthcare. I'm in healthcare.
I'm a drywaller. On the contrary to her beliefs, though, I have watched a 4.5-minute video conference with our doctor, and she taught us how to do this, and therefore I'm an expert, according to them at least.
Yeah, and according to them, he is
I'm good to go.
able to give me these shots.
So,
and I've trusted him so far, and he is doing amazing. Like, I am not good with needles, so he is doing very good for me.
So this thing here is pretty cool. This is a needle. I mean, it's kind of packaged up. But this is really neat. So what I'm going to show you first of all is that this little number here, where is it? Says 0. Focus in. You can basically see that says 0. So this is obviously a pen, very similar to an EpiPen. And what I'm going to do is, because she's currently on 225 units of this and 75 of the other, which we've done. So I'm going to twist this, and as I twist it, you'll notice that the number is going up. She needs 225, so rather than waste your time, I'll just...
It's upside down.
I can still see it. So that says 225 now. Man, your camera...
I know, it's not good. It's my phone.
Whatever, 225.
Anyways,
so what's going to happen is I'm going to push this into her, and I'm going to push the back of the pen, EpiPen style, I guess. And that number is going to go from 225 back down to 0. And I have to make sure.
our dogs are attacking each other.
We still have kitties, yep. But I'm going to make sure that it gets to 0 so that she's gotten all of her medication. Because this one here, this right here, this is $1,000. $998 for this, and it's only good for what, 4 or 5 days?
4 days.
4 days. Funded.
I go for monitoring cycle tomorrow, my second one, so we'll see how well I'm...
Maybe they'll adjust.
Yeah, we'll see how well I'm responding to the medication and go from there.
But we have been warned we're probably going to have to buy at least one more of these. So I've fallen for this twice. There is a little needle in this. You're supposed to just put it on and twist. I've fallen for that twice. I keep trying to get it out of the package and it's whatever. So here we go. There's a needle. You got your spot. See that again, you know, if you can see the needle. This one's a little bit bigger, but still only like ½ inch.
Pinch the skin.
Jab it and push. And I'm watching the number go down. I'll show you after, but I'm watching the number go down. So we're going to start by bandaging it.
This one you can smell.
Yeah, this smells like hospital. Like, everybody's like, oh, what does that smell like? No, this smells like hospital. Did I get that right? I think I got the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
No.
What do you mean no? I didn't get the right spot.
We're okay.
If you look really close, there's like 6 little holes. Anyways, we're going to cover this back up once again. And we're gonna put the cover on because I'm so good at the sanitary stuff. We're gonna get rid of that. Indisposable, or indisposed, whatever.
It's disposed of.
Yeah, it's just, you don't have to be a genius. But again, I'll show you guys. This is back at 0.
So you basically push it in until it's at 0.
So as I pushed it in, the number went down. We've been told that like after I give her this medication, if I notice that the number isn't at 0, I should either call somebody and figure out what I should do next, because obviously they're
or reinsert it.
Or reinsert and try it again. I guess this is like more is more, or more is better. I don't know, but this is $1,000 shot again, and I believe the Luvera was like $300 as well.
Yeah, and then I have 3 other medications that we're going to start when I'm allowed.
Because she has...
Before the trigger shot.
Yes, because if I can interject here, there is 3 or 4 days here. Like she's monitoring right now, and once she gets to a certain point in her monitoring, they're going to administer a 3rd shot. Like they're going to tell us to go from 2 shots a day to 3, and then at which point they're going to be getting ready to do what's called triggering her. I guess 2 or 3 days after they trigger her, they're going to...
48 hours after.
Yeah, they're going to go in and get as many eggs as they can. At which point I suppose they're going to give me a cup.
That's your job.
It's fun. Wish they had a bigger cup. But it's just such a small... The cup's
okay,
like,
nobody needs to know.
Yeah, anyways, sorry. But at that point... they'll take her eggs, they'll do what they can. I believe there's a 2 to 3 week waiting period.
Yeah, I have to wait for my body to go back to normal, my cycle to go back to normal. I have to prime my uterus. There's a whole... I'm probably going to be on different medication after my egg retrieval so that my lining is thick enough to...
They gave her like 7 or 8 different medications, and we're only taking 2 to 3 right now to the triggering process. So I'm figuring what's going to happen is that there's going to be medications to take to prepare her for the trigger, for the retrieval of the eggs, and then there'll be more medication that I need to inject her with so that when we go to put the eggs back in, she can take them.
Yeah, it'll be basically, my body will be more susceptible to it implanting.
So this is day 3. Tomorrow morning, again, we have a monitoring appointment, and we're going to find out because her dosage might change. She might have the same medication. Basically, the doctor's going to be like, you're responding this way. This is great. This isn't so good. So we're going to get you to do this with your meds.
At the end of this video, I will put the first 2 days that we did injections. We've learned quite a bit.
I feel like this one went very smoothly. The first time we did it, again, I guess there were some sanitizing issues. We weren't too great with like keeping everything sterile. Yesterday when we did it, I feel like it went well, but that vial thing, when it comes to taking a syringe and putting liquid in a syringe, that taking a little bit of air and pushing it back in, I cannot believe how useful that's been. Honestly, it sounds stupid, and it's something you would be like, I don't need to do that. It helps.
It's very helpful.
It's very helpful. I've had, yesterday when I tried to do this the first time, and it's on video, she might even post that video for you guys. I tried to pull the syringe, the whole thing went right back in. Oh, good. So.
And side effects for the shots, I haven't really felt anything other than bloating and sweating. A lot of sweating and bloating.
We haven't noticed any changes in her general attitude or diet. She's still eating generally the same. Like her appetite's still kind of consistent with what it has been. She hasn't been in any major mood swings or anything like that. This is like kind of me telling you guys that because she'll tell you she hasn't been anyways. Mm-hmm. But as far as any of that goes, no, everything's normal. She did say on the first day that she could almost feel the medication working. But on yesterday she said maybe not as much. I don't know if that means she's getting used to it or what. But I feel like we've kind of got this figured out as far as mixing and administering the medication goes. Nurse Jake over here is slowly getting the hang of it. I mean,
and now we just have to get to our egg retrieval and see how many eggs we can get to fertilize because he is not the issue. I do not have any fallopian tubes. I had one removed due to an ectopic and the second one removed because of the damage from the first ectopic. And I have PCOS, so I do not ovulate on my own. This is why we're doing all of the medication and the protocol they gave me.
As far as I go, again, she said I'm not the problem. I don't want her to look at it that way because we're in this together. I've done the testing as well. Like they want to test both of us to make sure we're all good. Sorry to get personal on you guys. My count is normal. I guess, what is it, 42% of them swim in circles rather than float.
Yeah, but you've done a lot to your health.
I have.
To change that.
I've recovered from a whole bunch of major things in my life, and I'm healthier than I've been in a long time. I weigh 40 pounds more than I did when she met me, and most of it is muscle mass. Shout out to my boss for putting me to work and keeping me busy, because I very much enjoy my job now compared to when I met her. It keeps me much more physically active. But no, we're doing good. We're happy. We're healthy. We're looking forward to every step of this. We're looking forward to sharing it with you guys. I'm weird on videos, and
I'm just weird in general.
she's weird in general. Again, shout out to the matching pajamas.
Yeah, I love these.
Honestly,
They're so cute.
They're really comfortable. Like, we looked ridiculous walking
They're
into the
so
grocery
cute.
store earlier, but it's very comfortable. The pants are nice and warm. I'm gonna wear this to work tomorrow. My boss is gonna love it. And we will check in with you guys next time on our medication cycle when it comes to the IVF funding.
Thank you for watching.
And have a good one.